have our aux send section, so it's green knobs. And the way that this is set up right now is to feed headphone amplifiers down on stage so musicians can hear themselves in one mix or another. Or if you want to send these to effects, you can do that as well. They're accompanied with buttons that determine whether or not the aux send is pre or post fader.
Which do you prefer, pre or post fader on the aux sends?
It
depends on the situation.
Yeah, it's entirely dependent on what you're using the aux send for.
Okay.
So for instance, if it's for a headphone mix or for the musicians to monitor themselves on, I always use pre-fader. Because I don't want to have to be tied to the exact mix that they like and not be able to adjust my own faders. So if I set their level pre-fader, then I can mix as I'm listening to the music all day long, so that I can create.
And it won't affect what they hear.
And it won't affect what they hear at all. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, counter to that, if I want to send to an effects unit, so if I want to send a reverb or something like that, I do a post fader. With selective exceptions. And the idea being, if we have signal coming into our console and I want to send these to a reverb or to a delay or any effect really, I want the proportion of the effect to stay the same regardless of how loud my instrument is. But if I, let's say that these are guitar tracks and I have some nice reverb dialed in. If I turn these down, and it's pre-fader, I'll still hear the reverb coming through even though I don't hear the original dry guitar signal. But if we have it post-fader, then the proportion of dry signal to wet signal stays the same.
Gotcha.